Hello, Clean Living Mom community. Cheers. Welcome to today's Wine Wednesday, where we wine and then refine our thinking. Today's class is brought to us here by a Scout and Cellar rep, Mrs. MP, Michaela. Go check her out. She's tagged below here. We are drinking a 2018 Cab Sauv Viente. I think I'm saying that right. This is a California/Texas wine. Bottled by Viente Wines, Farmers Branch, Texas, but I think the grapes are from California. I love US wines. Okay, let me tell you, this wine is the most earthy of all the wines from Scout and Cellar I have ever tasted. This is our clean, organic brand, really awesome. If you're not into earthy wines, maybe wouldn't do this one. I will say though, my sister was not super into this sort of wine, but after having a glass of it, she only wanted this wine. So I've got 2 other videos of like wine connoisseur friends of mine and family members who tried this exact bottle. Go check that out. Or if you want it, comment below and I'll send it to you because they had some insight into it. I personally really like this one though. Very earthy, very earthy. As my uncle likes to say, squatchy. It's a little squatchy. Okay, that's what I would use to like describe this. Really nice legs on it, very fruit forward, very bold and dry and just very earth toned. Okay, earthy. Okay, we're gonna move on now. So now that we talked about the wine, we are whining today about my love-hate relationship for MLMs and more specifically MLM reps. Okay, so grab a glass of something, preferably organic, but you know, you do you, boo. And here we go. Let's take a sip first. That's good. Okay, MLM brands. Here we are. It's a little off from just, clean living. I've dealt with a lot of reps for various different companies, especially on my profile here of having a couple thousand followers. Anything from essential oils to skincare to wine. Those are my favorite. To other things. Lotions, candles, homemade things, whatever. Let's do the good stuff first, okay? What I like about MLMs, right? So for those of you who don't know what that is, multi-level marketing. Think like Mary Kay and Tupperware and different things of that nature. Beauty Counter, a lot of Beauty Counter reps on here that follow me. I like their products a lot. So, okay, things I like about them, right? I really like that it gives people, especially maybe like moms like myself, women who wouldn't have the ability to maybe have kids at home or they, homeschool or, whatever it is, maybe wouldn't have the opportunity to have a job otherwise, or they want something on the side, something they maybe more enjoy doing than the job they currently have. Whatever the case is, I like that it gives women and men too, but mostly women that I know at least are MLM reps or women. It gives them an opportunity to be able to do something, to have something to pour into, to get to share something they're passionate about. I feel like most of the time it starts with people who tried the products, ended up loving them, and then wanted to share them. I myself was an MLM rep for numerous different companies, from Plexus to Beauty Counter, whatever, and I'm not a rep for anything anymore because I want to try to more so remain unbiased. But anyway, it was cool to get the opportunity because I didn't have a job and it brought in some extra income, which was really nice, especially when we first got married. I also was a rep for Premier Designs Jewelry before while I was in high school, actually. So that was kind of cool. But it was cool just to it gave you a little bit of experience. It gave you something to do, something kind of pour passion, your passion into, and be with other people, help enrich their lives in a fun kind of way. It was a very family kind of feel to it, which was kind of cool. So I like that. And I really support, I treat it almost like a local business in supporting, because I know that some of that money is not just going directly to a big company, which I like. I like that some of that is going to someone that I know and a friend that I want to help or, give them some extra cash to do stuff. So that is really cool. So that's the part of it that I really like. Okay. So there's going to be more whining in this video, by the way, than other ones. We'll have a refining in the end. Don't you worry. Okay. But just a little whining. Okay. But here's the part of the love-hate here that is kind of crazy. All right. Feel me on this one. I want to see what you think. I feel like brands in general, MLMs, it creates a culture of cult-like thinking whether it be about something clean living related or otherwise, more so the side of the clean living and oils in particular, and even other, other type, I don't know, detoxing programs, products like that. It just creates this mindset, this extremely brainwashed, cultish mindset of this product is the only one that works, and every other product that's like this one is wrong and is bad for you and will kill you or will be terrible, or, this is the only one that's good and every other one is bad for whatever reason. And that comes even if the company is or isn't good about, bad mouthing other ones, whatever, okay? And I just hate the mentality. I really go against it. If you've been following on me for here on a while, you know that I'm really big on talking about the idea of having an open mind, right? And I feel like being a part of an MLM, for the most part, not everyone, don't worry, not everybody, not you, boo. You know who you are. But a lot of times it creates just that closed mindset where they don't want to hear anything else. There's a lot of times with reps where I'll give them sound evidence on something and they completely throw it out because, well, you talk about this other brand, so I can't trust what you're saying just because of that. They throw out so quickly. I think that brands that have specifically more competing, essential oils, something more of that nature. I haven't seen it as much with skincare related or, Beauty Counterverse, Monet or whatever. I haven't really seen it with that. It's more like the cutthroat, essential oil, markets out there where it's well, because you use doTERRA, I can't trust anything you're saying when you come to Young Living and talk about this, or vice versa. Or, oh, well, you talked about this other brand for this, so now I'm going to throw out completely everything. And it's you're not even willing to look into it at all, So even if you end up disagreeing, this is my thing with being an open mind, guys. It's just what needs to happen here. It's the refining part with that is, even if it's from someone that could be a competitive, whatever, don't just throw out the information. If you're a part of an MLM, hear me today, okay? You do you. That's good. That's good that you're part of MLM. That's good. If you've found products that you like and you want to talk about it, I think that's awesome, okay? And I do like supporting that. I do. But I want to see more of a mindset from multi-level marketing reps to just be open to other information. And even at the end, if you go, that's cool, I looked into that and I disagree with you, well, at least you looked into it and you can, that's having an open mind, is when you just, at least you're willing to look into it, okay? I cannot tell you how many reps, it's just the most stubborn people. I'm gonna tell you, it's reps is who I talk to. It's the most grief I get on my account more than anybody else is from reps. And here's another reason why. I was talking to my husband about this. It's a, theory kind of, but I don't know who originated from this term, but he heard it from some business thing he watches. The idea of having a self map. I think that for whatever reason, people who are reps for certain companies, one, they're hearing the brainwashed information from just that company. And that's textbook for you're not hearing both sides of the story. So also know that. Also take with a grain of salt whatever you're hearing. Just know that it's very one-sided. And also know that, sure, you can take with a grain of salt the things that you're hearing from opposing reps, but it doesn't mean you should throw it out altogether, okay? I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, but back to my thing. So it's just this idea of it's kind of become part of their identity, and it gets a little dangerous because that's also textbook for you're not going to be willing to hear other information and you're not going to be able to grow, is when it's this, it's self-map of, it's something that I'm choosing to believe in this, so everything else is wrong, and it's become part of your identity. So that when someone is talking bad about it, it's this immediate defensive, you're talking bad about me. So just to know, when you're having a conversation with someone and they automatically get defensive about something you're talking about, you probably just offended something having to do with their self-map, something that they have identified as themselves, that they are they're assuming that it's about them. Even though you're saying something about just the company, they're taking it like you're offending them purposely, and you're saying it directly to them. It's interesting. Okay, so anyway, those are just a couple thoughts. The refining aspect here overall is, if you're part of a multi-level marketing company and that's working for you, you do you, boo, that's good. But just have an open mind. Be willing to just hear what other people say about different things. And even if you don't agree with it, that's fine. Just be willing to be like, yes, thank you for showing me that research on it or that opinion that you have on that. I would also like to add one more thing on the opposite side of MLMs, of if you are not an MLM rep and you're automatically assuming, this is something I just don't like about the whole MLM thing as well, is that people will then automatically assume because you're trying to tell them a product is good, well, you're just saying that because you sell it. That's annoying. While I understand that argument of, sure, take it with a little bit of a grain of salt, they are selling that product, so there may be some motivation because they know they're going to get some money in it or whatever of why they're telling you that, but don't just automatically assume. So here's another refining part here for someone who is not a member of a multi-level marketing company. If someone is trying to talk to you, especially if it's one of your friends, okay, yes, it's annoying if they haven't talked to you in forever and they reach out to you all of a sudden, it's like, oh boy, here it comes. Okay, but all right, if someone is telling you that a product is really good and they just so happen to be from a multi-level marketing company, don't just assume that they're telling you that for money. Try to give them the benefit of the doubt a little bit and see if maybe it's a good product, okay? Do some digging on it. Just try. Try to support your friends. I will say it's a little hurtful from being a multi-level marketing person. It's hurtful when your friends don't ever buy from you at all or like don't even try. Like, okay? It's a little bit like, thanks guys. Thank you for supporting me. Okay, anyway, throwing that out there. And there you go. Okay, so there we are. That's my rant. This was Wine Wednesdays. Thanks for that. This was just a little fun one. But if you've had some run-ins with MLM reps, I would love to hear your stories. So comment below and tell me if you agree with this. And if you're an MLM rep and you're offended by this, don't be getting offended with your self-map of thinking this is against one person individually, because it's not. It's against the whole system of just how it kind of ends up working out. You know what I'm saying? So be the system. Be the MLM rep that's willing to hear both sides. Okay? All right, I love you. Wow, that was really like, that was so influencer. Okay, I love you. Bye. We're going to end it now. Okay, bye.